What up, folks? I'm ultrazillatoys, and today I have a review of the Transformers Legacy, Transformers Victory, DEATHSAURus. That's right, my zillions. The Haslab has arrived of Victory Saber's Decepticon nemesis, the Decepticon Emperor himself, DEATHSAURus. That's right, my zillions. Look at this amazing box art on this huge box by Guido Guidi and this beautiful Japanese logo. I love that. But man, this artwork of DEATHSAURus sitting on his Royal Decepticon throne is pretty incredible. Then on the sides, we have first the weapons, and then on this side, we have Transformers done in metallic purple, looking real nice. And then on the back, we have Space Chicken Kaiju. That's right, that is what DEATHSAURus transforms into. And Gigan is not alone in the universe. No, he is not. There's a couple other shots of DEATHSAURus. It is a Haslab once again, and that went up almost a year ago to the date. And which is also when Star Saber, Victory Saber, arrived as well. But it's a really cool box. As you can see, he also comes with that throne from the front cover. So this is an exciting, probably the most exciting Transformer to come out in quite a while. I'll be honest, even though I love Victory Saber and Star Saber, I can't express how much more excited I am for this guy. This is just like the ultimate looking super robot Transformer. This is going to be a long form Ultrazilla robot review. So without any further ado, let's get to that review. Before we get to the figure proper, first up, here is the directions. They're done in color just to show it off. It's really nice. You get the cover art here, and then, of course, beautiful color directions, which is very, very much appreciated. I really like it. Goes over every last thing for DEATHSAURus, both in transformation and combination with some of the stuff and the weapons and all that. So really, really, really nice directions, and I really do appreciate the color. I think it works so much better than all of the other Transformers directions. So I would suggest maybe switching to this. What do you think, guys? And no, we're not up to DEATHSAURus quite yet, because he comes with two Micromasters just like Star Saber did, Victory Saber. I keep saying Star Saber, but I guess the whole set is called Victory Saber. This is Boater, and this is Peepo. They are the, other two Micromasters that are in Transformers Victory alongside of Fire and Holy, which came with the other two. Now, I have no idea where Fire and Holy is. I'll be honest. So I'm not going to do any real comparisons with those. But here you have Boater. And there is Boater. And the top of the boat is not much to look at, but I still kind of like it. I don't know. It's not so bad. Of course, Peepo here is a nice little ambulance. And that works really well. It's got little wheels, and there he is. You got the blue there. So these are pretty cool. I mean, to transform them, it's quite simple. You just kind of opening them up, basically, and then flipping back. For here, you open that up, you'll flip these back, and then that's pretty much it. I think this flips back all the way, actually. No, I guess it doesn't. Arms come out. There's Boater. He looks great. Like, for a little mini thing here, I want to see Minicon, but Micromaster is, more right. Minicon could work too. You have red paint there, white, blue, really nice molded detail, I gotta say. I think the head sculpt is very, very cool too. That's a really nice head sculpt. The eyes are in blue, silver, faceplate mount, and then the gray, like, helmet part. Really cool. I mean, the head moves. The shoulders are on ball joints, as you can see. So are the legs. So it's got some articulation, the knees. I don't know. It works for a Micromaster. I think it's pretty nice. This goes all the way to the back, the backpack. I really like this little guy. I really do. And then Peepo, I love that name. Same basic concept here of opening things up and just taking things out, flipping things out, and you're good to go. Now, Peepo I don't like as much, but I gotta say both of these guys are leaving me with a better impression than the two last year. I felt like the two last year weren't as good. You got a nice molded detail for the arms. Big Autobot symbol in the middle here. Very well done. His face looks fantastic. The blue visor there, the face, the reds, really, really nice. I like his little feet here. They look good. He looks good from the side. I don't know. This is nice too. They're both very, very, very cool. I like them a lot. They're very solid. He's got all the same articulation. Kind of hard to get into this part to get to his head to move, but otherwise, yeah, they work. And as a size comparison with another Transformer, here is the core class Rumble. And as you can see, Rumble is slightly bigger than these guys. So the Micromasters are in a smaller scale than the core class figures. So there you go. Couple of cool little guys to start. The appetizers, if you will. But whoo boy, those little guys pale to compare to DEATHSAURUS himself. And here is the main event now in his base form. Like, this is the regular chest for DEATHSAURUS, the one we saw on the box. So I kind of want to start here. It is not my preferred way to display DEATHSAURUS. The full tiger chest is the way to go, in my opinion, but we will get to that. This is, the size of it is amazing. It is a giant figure, measuring over 13 inches to the top of the wings. It's pretty cool. To the top of the head is about 11 inches tall, so that is a big boy. How big are we talking? Well, here's some size comparisons with some other Transformers just to illustrate. He is bigger than the huge Commander class Armada Optimus. So very, very big. Very, not quite Titan size, but he is one of the bigger Commander class figures. And here's another comparison with Jetfire, who's actually bigger head-wise, but overall about the same wings to backpack and stuff on Jetfire. So there you go. There's the proper comp here. But here is the only one that really counts, and that is with Victory Saber. And yeah, they look pretty good. Victory Saber is a bit taller because of the stilts here. If it was just Star Saber, he'd be shorter. So, again, the wings make DEATHSAURUS a little bit taller overall, but, head-to-head, Victory Saber is just a slight bit bigger. So, I don't know, though. I mean, they're both cool. This has a lot of really cool super robot-y stuff going on about it that I love from Japanese Transformers, but, man, DEATHSAURUS is probably the ultimate super robot when it comes to Transformers. Maybe you're saying, Ultrazilla, I don't know, like, doesn't look like super robot, and I'm gonna agree with it because on the surface with this regular chest, maybe not so much, but we're gonna get there. But before we do, let's take care of the articulation on this guy because it's pretty good. The head can look up and down, can turn side to side, so pretty good range of motion there. Then the body does maneuver, very nice, and it can look down a bit, it can tilt there, which is fantastic. It doesn't really go back but it can move forward, which is a heck of a lot more than any other Transformer could do. Then the shoulders can come out like so. Now, this can lock all the way in if you want, should you choose to do it. But I prefer to keep it unlocked, so then we could move around. You have amazing ratchets here at the shoulder. Oh my gosh. And then at the elbow, you have a nice bend here, which is pretty good. You have a bicep swivel as well. Let's move the wings back a little bit. The wings do move, and they move up and down. So that's pretty awesome. And then, like I said, you have the elbow bend, and then the wrist moves like so. You have the bicep swivel. The hands are articulated, just cool. It's got one articulation point, or is it two? Do two fingers move separately? They do. So you have two articulation points at the hand, which is excellent. Then you do have some hip skirts here. Do you? Yeah, you have hip skirts here that move out of your way, which is good. And then the legs have amazing ratchets as well. Can go outwards. Let me get this arm out of the way. It's a big guy, so you got to bear with me a little bit here. Go out. These do move. See, there you go. Now you can do the full split, which is excellent. Then kick forward. Go all the way back on those beautiful ratchets as well. Oh my gosh, I love it. Then you have a swivel at the thigh. And the knee bend is also ratcheted. Oh my gosh, so good. Love the sounds of that. So awesome. It's quality, guys. Quality. The feet move like this, and then the foot moves back and forth as well, and you can open and close your toes, basically, and your heel spur. But pretty awesome articulation, if I do say so. It's a little bit more than your normal Transformer, and I love that. Proportions on this guy are pretty perfect, in my opinion. I really like him. The size of the arms, the size of the legs, everything looks like in the right spot. I like the size of the wings, too. Kind of one of the faults of Victory Saber was the wings are entirely too small. Now, there is an upgrade kit for that I've declined to get because that upgrade kit made those wings really, really big. But I think these wings work out very, very nicely. To take a look at the back first, not a ton going on here. You got a lot of nice molded detail in the wings, which is cool. And then you have the Space Chicken Kaiju head sitting back here, sitting pretty back there. And then the legs, it's not really much to talk about going all the way down. And I gotta say that it's one of those things that Transformers do that I wish did get out of, because this is a premium product, and I'm not hating on this, and I'm not like disappointed because I'm well used to it, but I just wish there would be more details back here. Throw a few paint apps on here. It doesn't hurt to do so, especially on a premium product, to give it that, like, you know, all around finish look. Again, it's from the back. You're still getting like screw holes and whatnot, and you know, pegs and whatnot, but you know, metal pegs, I mean, whatever, rods. But, you know, I wish they would do more. But I do think the back looks okay molded detail-wise. On the front of the wings, obviously you have a really, really nice red and black here with the Decepticon symbol in there. It looks phenomenal. Like, throw me some red and black in the back. I don't even know if it's accurate or whatnot, but throw me some in the back, and that would have been awesome. The molded detail of the wing throughout is very nice. I do like him, and again, you could, you know, make him stay back. You could keep him out. However you wish, you can do so. Now, we have the regular chest here, which has the spring here, so it's not something you want to keep, I want to say. Like, I don't think you would keep DEATHSAURUS in this mode. It's also a... there's a spring because, you know, it springs back. It's a little box there, kind of Soundwave-esque. You have blue, you have purple, you have black, so there is paint there, you know, on the gray plastic. That is totally fine. That spring is funny. You got some pearlescent white around the sides here. Nice, you know, it's basically the same, like, pearlescent type white there as well. I was going to say it was a brighter white, but I think it's the same. There is a little bit of swirliness to the plastic, and which is going to happen in a pearlescent type plastic. So I don't mind that at all. Then you got red here on the crotchety section, black on the hip skirts, which look nice. The front of the legs, you know, much like the back of the legs, the top parts look okay. It's a very, very light blue. Then the bottom of the legs look pretty awesome, and we'll zoom out just a bit so you can see them in full. You got gold here, which looks really great, and then a red and black there, blue, gold, beautiful. The feet are done in black. Nice molded details on the side. You do see that swirly plastic once again, but I don't mind that. I think that actually looks pretty good. This is the interior of the legs. The feet are not bad. But yeah, I do like, you know, the knees to the toes. I think they look very, very good. Then the arms, you got gold up here, red, black, and white, which looks really good. Gold down here, blue, red on the sides. You do have gold feet on the ends, which you know, basically are like claws, maybe. You know, if you want to, you could turn them around, and then it's kind of like an additional weapon there. Kind of like how that looks better. What do you guys think? I think that looks really cool. Like this. Wait, maybe it's supposed to be like that. I don't think so. But I do like that. I mean, I think that would work as weapon hands, but, you know, it's supposed to be like this. But, you know, you have, like, some excellent elbows going on there for some real good damage. Really nice design here. Really like the hands as well. Done in black. They look really good. You know, you do see a lot of the metal pegs everywhere. The metal rods for die-cast content, of course. I do dig that. And then the head sculpt is quite nice. You have the beautiful chromed out gold for the head crest. That looks fantastic. Like, if you notice, his head is kind of like, you know, space chicken shape there. You have the pearlescent white. You have red eyes there. You have, oh, these open. Whoops. I didn't even realize they were closed. But yeah, these open. That's even better. Then you have red on those little horns as well. So that looks really good. And his face looks awesome. Red eyes with a little black around that. And a superb looking face. The nose, the mouth, the chin all look like regal and awesome. Oh man, look at that. Look at him. It looks really good. Very, very nice. And then you got a little black on the ends there. Superb head sculpt. On the back of the head, you just have screw holes, but you know, die-cast content. But yeah, I think this is a really, really nice head sculpt, you know, highlighted by that beautiful chrome there. That is fantastic. But while DEATHSAURUS looks pretty cool like this, the chest just is, even though it's painted, it's just a little not so dynamic. There is two things, though, you can do to spruce them up. First up, we have eagle chest. That's right, we have a little Chesticon. I don't remember what they're called. Chessmaster? They might be called Chessmaster, which you can see has some gold and black there, and on the front, it's got the Decepticon symbol, black, gold, silver, and blue, which looks really cool. So it does look like a cassette, and then you can place it right in here for a different look. And now, you know, he still has that going on there. You still see that, but that's okay, because at least I feel like the red matches up nicely with the wing parts and the blue here. It looks really good. You know, I think it's pretty nice. If you want to eject this, you know, pull up that, and there's a little hole here that you could just stick your finger in, and you could push it right out, which is cool. Now, of course, I called it Eagle Master, and you might have seen on the box that this transforms into its own thing. Eagle chest here with little guns that look really nice. This is how the outside looks. Some nice molded detail there. He's got little feet that are articulated at the toes and at the thighs there. At the hips, I should say. I guess you could keep this out if you want as a tail. It says to put it back in, though, so I don't know. Cover up that middle part, I guess. The guns can go up and down. The head can go up and down a bit. You do that, which I think is probably proper. I think the mouth opens up as well. If you want to get my nail in there. Come on. I believe it does. Yeah. Might chip some paint, but it does look pretty good. Let's zoom in. Take a look at it better. Yeah. No, I didn't scratch it, so that's good. So that is Eagle. And the wings can flap. It's got some few joints in there, which is very, very cool. So yeah, it's kind of like Soundwave-esque in a way, you know, where he's got oh, like a little friend here. He's got a couple of little friends, right? See if we could get him to stay. That would be nice, right? Stay. Good enough. Oh, yeah, you didn't even see that? There you go. Good enough. He's staying there. It's pretty cool. I do dig it. I do dig it. It is not a bad little transformer in the vein of, let's say, like the cassettes and stuff. So yeah, this is pretty neat. And speaking of cassettes, here it is with Rumble. Oh, and real quick, I messed up. There is an actual little tail for our little friend here. So yeah, there you go. Tail, and it looks very nice, and you know, you have molded detail in there too. Not only can Eagle Chest, you know, become a really cool little chest piece and a nice friend, it can also be a weapon, which is cool. Oh, you'd want to close up his head here. Nice little weapon for, little gun for DEATHSAURUS. Yeah, there's a slot in there, in the hand. Get it in there, close it up, and then you got a really cool little gun there. And for that gun, and for the other major gun it comes with, we do have a bunch of effect parts, which is cool. They are done in a like purplish violet, and like we've seen before with these, we can, you know, combine them and stuff, which is quite cool. Add them to the ends here of the gun, and then you have yourself a nice weapon, which is cool. You know, like definitely, you know, welcome to have this stuff. And when you're done with this, if you're not gonna use it, you could take it and pop it all the way to the back there. Why would you do that? Well, Ultrazilla, because we have another Chesticon. Here is how Tiger Chest comes out of the package. Now, before we get to actually placing in there, he does have a couple other things. Obviously, he can transform into a tiger, but he also is a weapon itself. Turn his arm this way to reveal those two holes there, those two slots, and you're gonna slot these two pieces in there. You gotta get right spot. And then that's one side of things, so it's kind of like his bow. And then you get an arrow that you could attach to that piece there. And then you have DEATHSAURUS hold it from this side, because this can come out a little bit. You don't want to disattach it completely, but I believe this can come out just a bit. So you could kind of mock up him. You want to close it up a little bit. There you go. Firing the arrow. Now, I think these can like open up a little bit here. Wasn't really working out for me too much. But there you have it. This is kind of annoying, this piece that's in there, but whatevs. It's ugly. A little bit ugly right now, but we're not showing that. But there you have that. For the arrow, should you choose to display it together, you can pop it on the back. I don't know why you would do it, because it's really ugly and bland, but it's a thing you could do. That's probably my like least favorite thing about this set is this like arrow function. I don't know. It just doesn't work for me. And of course, Tiger Chest does become a tiger. Yeah, here it is. You normally flip these upwards, I guess. I don't know if these wings are supposed to stay out or if they come back in. I'd rather keep them out, to tell you the truth. This way I could easily put it back. But Tiger, yeah. He's got mouth articulation, which is hard to open. He's got little red eyes. He's got little legs. Does have articulation on him, which is cool. You see the little metal joints in there. Yeah, that's not so bad. You know, he's got a little tail. Of course, he's got wings, tiger wings. I don't know. It's weird, but it's not terrible. You know what I'm saying? It's not the worst thing in the world. Yeah, it kind of works. And here it is with Rumble. So it's a good size. It's a good little size. So I'm going to get this back into chest mode, and then we'll continue. Okay. Now, the moment we've been all waiting for. I mean, at least I have, because I hate looking at them like this. Pop this in, and there you go. There is the full look for DEATHSAURUS, and it is phenomenal. Like, that changes everything. The chrome chest pieces here look incredible. I love them. But do yourself a favor. Make sure to have, if you're not going to wear gloves, make sure you have one of these things on hand to wipe them down. Also, you're going to have finger marks on them, and who wants that? It's really, really nice, guys. Like, extraordinarily nice. Definitely want to get his head situated. But, like, the colors here are perfect. The red, the blue, the Decepticon symbol sort of covers up the thing on top pretty much. It's in front of it, you know, that little spring there. And then this little bit of yellow here really works. You know, I think that's pretty good. So, yeah, I mean, this is the look. And this, to me, you know, with the wings and the stature and the head sculpt, like I said, this is, like, not only an amazing, awesome Japanese Transformer, because it's very different in design, I feel like. It has that aesthetic, that Japanese aesthetic that I really, really like. More super robot-y, space fantasy, you know, that I just absolutely gravitate to, and I absolutely love. It is just superb. This is just incredible to me. You know, maybe I'm just lacking in some really awesome high-end super robots lately. Haven't been, you know, much on the train of SOC or even Good Smile Company's Gatai, which they've been doing a lot of good stuff on, it looks like. You know, just, I mean, I miss it. And this is filling that need nicely. It just looks so good, guys. It really, really does. This is perfect, in my opinion, when it comes to that. And this is the look. This is the look you want for DEATHSAURUS. There's no doubt about it. Do not display it any other way if you got this or if you're getting this. That's my 2 cents. It's just, it's not no other form. Sorry to Eagle Chest. Is as good as this. And I like that you could just like shove Eagle Chest in there and store it. This is amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. Love it. It's just this alone, without even knowing how it transforms, because I haven't yet, just makes me feel like it is a possible figure of the year contender. That's how I feel. It is just that good. Let's go through all of his other accessories, starting with this big gun, since we mentioned the gun before, because, you know, he's got all those effect parts. Now you want to open this up here. Can you do something with it closed? I don't think so, unless it's like hanging or something. But this clicks into place. Oh, it's tight. It's tight and it's just friction. But there we go. It's really, really cool. It doesn't even fit on camera here. You do have some nice silver paint. The black here. You got some nice little purple here, which looks really cool. I like that. Some light blue there, and inside there. And then you got this red plastic with these crazy looking claws here. Now, I don't think this changes into anything, but it has claws, and that's pretty interesting. I don't recall what that is. Then silver gun hilt here, and then of course, you know, you could put whatever you want in here. You want to go like that, you could do that. You could do a bigger one, like so. You know, as Emgo says, the blooshes, it's got some bloosh action. Whatever you want to do, you can do it. Obviously, it has a handle here, and you could put that in his hand, as a handle would go. It is tremendous, though. Like, that is a ridiculous cannon. And I guess officially you're supposed to open that up and make his arm straight. And then he could hold it like so. I think this attaches here. Yeah, it does. So, yeah, there's little slots here. And that would attach there. There you go. There you go. I guess so. You know, I mean, that's pretty cool. If you have the arm open, it's a little bit better, like I have. So yeah, I guess I dig that better. That's pretty cool. It's huge. That's pretty awesome. Shall we do the blooshes again? Let's do it. Is it officially blooshes now? But the sound effect parts, I like it. The special effect parts, sound effects, special effects, whatever. It's cool. It works. And as you might have seen, there's 3 purple little circles there, and there's 2 on this side. So it's interesting. It also comes with a mace. It's a pretty cool little ball and chain. I like that. And that you can put in his hand as well. Has a little notch there. That you do want to have to like turn it to get in there, and then in the right spot. It's kind of annoying, but yeah, there you go. You know, it's just done in plastic, but the hilt is pretty cool, like that. You know, this is not an actual chain. I wish it was, but it's not. But it works. You know, it's done in like a light yellow. And this is a nice gunmetal gray. And you can store it in his little pouch back here. I didn't talk about the pouch much. If you remember way back with my Blitzwing review, I had a problem with the big bucket in the back, but this one isn't that bad, and it actually serves a purpose. Holder for this, which is pretty cool. So, yeah, I could dig that. I definitely could dig that. That's pretty awesome. Then we get a shield. We looked at this in my unboxing, and I don't really like this that much, but it does have some color. You got some blue paint, you got the Decepticon symbol, you got some light blue paint, you got some black in here. So it's pretty cool. This little handle can come out, and then you can put it in his hand. He's waiting for it. Waiting for his shield. Again, you gotta put it in the right way and then close it around it. I don't love it. This really is okay at best. I'm not a big fan of this. I don't really like the shape. It is the tail of, his alt mode, Space Chicken. But then you can change the configuration, though. And for a little bit of a cooler look, where's that hole? Oh, I'm putting in the wrong slot. That's why. All right, there we go. So look for a little bit of a different configuration. Put down his arm, push that back a little bit, and this can go there. And that actually looks a lot better. I think that's pretty cool. It's like a giant pauldron on one side. I honestly do not mind that. That looks rather neat in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That works. And lastly, on the weapon front, gets a sword. This is pretty awesome. Really, really like this sword. Check this out. This is really nice. Gold, silver, silver, gold, silver, and gold. Finally, we see a little silver and gold action here. And we could put this in either hand. Same way, you want to kind of turn it around a little bit in there. Get that slot right in the right sweet spot. And then close the hand around it. I don't think I did it just now. But, there you go. There we have it. Oh, yeah. He looks incredible with the sword. It's a really nice sword, in my opinion. It's huge, which is what Star Saber needed. Victory Saber, that really needed a big sword. And what a disappointment that was. I swear, the giant sword probably kept it from being in a higher position in last year's Best of the Year. And it was in a high position anyway. But, it would have been even higher. So I like the sword. I think it works. I think it looks really good. It's huge. It's nice. It makes the figure for me. And a couple little things on the shield and the sword. I had this hooked up in here, but I never showed that is actually a little thing that comes out here. There it is. So that was already open when I put the shield in. So just to show you that's where it is. Close that back up. And if you want to put the sword on his back, you have this little design here that matches up with this. And I would go in on an angle, I believe. Yep. Now you can store that on the back. And that looks really cool. Like, if he's going to put it anywhere, I think that works. Next, we get a stand here. Nice, rounded, gray, swirly plastic. You also have one of these things here. And if you want him to do any standing on there and posing, there's a little hole in his butt. We have holes in our butts. But there you go. You could put it in there. I think it would go the other way, actually. Let me see. Let's see. I think this makes more sense. Yeah, this aligns better. So, oh, actually, that doesn't stay. So, maybe I'm wrong there. Or maybe it is this one. Yeah, that one goes. And this, you could have him walking, la la la, or doing various poses, you know what I'm saying? And then, of course, we get the throne. This is done in kind of like a maroonish plastic. It's got like a gradation of color from the, you know, darker to lighter. It's pretty cool. I'm happy that there was color on this. I didn't know if there was going to be. It looked very like one color. Obviously, the big Decepticon symbol there. And it's got 4 pegs here. And there's 4 pegs in the stand. So align it and pop it in like so. You got a bunch of stuff in the back to hold the various weapons. And, you know, you got this guy here with a little slot there, you know, to be able to sit. How cool is this? You know what I'm saying? Get his hip skirts up. And then we'll have him sitting a little bit, since that's a thing. The Decepticon that sits. And we got that there. That's gonna slot in to the back. Alright, and here he is. So now I took out the chesting because it was kind of easier to do. These things slot into the back here, but he doesn't quite sit in the chair. He's kind of hovering. You know, his butt is hovering over the chair a little bit. So it's a little bit odd. Doesn't quite make it to the bottom of the seat. So I don't know why they just didn't make it go higher, or maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I don't think I am. I'll be honest, because there's no other way to make this thing attach to the back. So very, very odd why they just didn't raise the seat. It's a strange oddity. There's the little eagle chest up top, sitting by with his friend, and then on the back you could slot in all the different things in various places. So it's storage for all your weapons, which actually is pretty appreciated. You know, you just have to find the right places for things. Ta-da, like so. So you got the gun, you got the sword back here, you have the ball and chain, and as you saw, we have the little arrow. So it all, you know, goes in, and once you take that out, you can see everything a little bit better how it's configured. It's good. It's good for storage if you're gonna use this mode, but it's a little bit odd in my opinion. A little bit odd that he can't sit all the way down. Again, I don't know if I'm not doing something quite right, because it seems like it's right, but shouldn't it go down all the way? Like, there's nothing else here, you know? You'd have to like scrunch down his whole chest for him to be configured right. Very strange. I guess you really can't tell that he's not sitting all the way down. I guess. If I'm doing something wrong, someone let me know. But it seems to me that this is how it goes. And just to make it feel a little more regal, Tiger Chest is back in. You know, just it takes my mind away from the weirdness that is that he's not actually sitting, but he's kind of hovering. Very strange. So with all of that all said and done, there's only one thing left to do, and that is Space Chicken Kaiju. And here is Death Chicken Kaiju. Space Chicken Kaiju. It's DEATHSAURUS as a Space Chicken Kaiju. Oh boy. Yeah. It's silly, but it's pretty rad. Yeah. It's a space chicken. Kaiju. Did I not say what it was gonna be? It's kind of cool. It is, like a lot of these types of things from Transformers and Hasbro. It does get silly in the way it looks and the things it has to do to achieve certain things, but I don't know. It's okay. My preferred mode is the robot mode. I will say that right off the bat, but there's a lot to like here, you got his feet right there, and it would be cooler if it went somewhere else, but, you do get all this cool color here, which is great. The legs look pretty cool. I really like the feet, and they do have articulated toes that, articulate outwards at least. Really nice. The rest of the articulation, you have foot articulation, and you have articulation there, and the ratcheted, what were arms, now legs. Then you got these little new arms in blue, and they do have, some decent articulation. You got an elbow bend, and you have bicep swivel, and the shoulders move around pretty well. You're not getting anything. Well, you can go back and forth here at the waist, which is fine. A little bit of action that way. And then the head moves like so. This part can move, and you can make them look straight ahead for some flying action. Obviously, the jaw opens. You do get all this really cool exposed, stuff that was revealed. Very cool and black. I like that. And you got some grading over here. I think the head sculpt looks really nice. Again, you got this like kind of pearlescent white, which is really nice. The eyes done in a kind of matted red. And then you got silver and gold. You got the silver on the inside and the gold on the outside. Looking real nice. I do like that a lot. I like his little, little spikies up here. They look really good. And then, this was like sort of said to be like an add-on. Like you didn't have to put Tiger back here, but it it doesn't look good without it, to be honest. So Tiger it is, because it has these little like chrome spikes to the occasion, and the wings do come outwards like that, and up and down like that. The tail, as we said before, is the shield. That's this whole part here, and it's much better as a tail. It is. You got the black segments. It's not articulated. You got the grading. You got the Decepticon symbol. You got some blue there. Yeah, it comes together as a tail a lot nicer, in my opinion. And then you got, the extra color here. And all this is all closed up pretty nicely. So, I like how this actually looks here on his chest. Those were parts that were covered up. We revealed them and then swished them in and put them here to form the chest. It's kind of a basic chest, but it works, So, I don't know. I like this Space Chicken Kaiju here. I think it is pretty good. But one thing I didn't do that the directions said to do was to transform this guy back into the little cassette thing and the chest master and place it inside before you put on that. I don't know why you would do that. Then you take away his little buddy. Birds of a feather here. They flock together, right? Am I right? I don't know. I think they look good like that. And then you can do a little flame effect, by doing that. That's pretty neat. So I dig it. I think it's pretty awesome. I think we could even go further. Maybe do this. See if that fits in his mouth. Yeah, it should. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty neat. So we get some flame effect for the mouth, and I dig that. As I said, we can get them in a flying pose, so you want to put this onto the base in that configuration. And then the final piece we haven't looked at is this little piece here, and that's going to attach to that hole down there. Just like that. Goes in nice and easy, thankfully. And then, you know, you want to push these back. All right, make them do that. You could do that, which the head, I don't know if you saw it, slides up nicely on that. That's really cool. And then you put that in here, and oh my gosh, that is fantastic. I love it. I love it. This makes Space Chicken Kaiju. It really does. I absolutely adore this. Ah, that's so cool. Yeah, this is fantastic, guys. Oh, man. I mean, you gotta love this. I hope my Kaiju friends are watching this. My Kaiju zillions. And are enjoying this, because that is super cool. And additionally, you can add some thrusters here, some thrust in action to his feet for even more awesome flying action. I love it. And in one last bit of silliness, you can attach the cannon here like a bazooka onto it. I don't care for this. I tried to do it on this side also, and for some reason it wasn't slotting in quite well. It slots in there very nicely. You attach it on his little arm over here as well. So attachment there, attachment there, if you want to do it. It is totally ridiculous. Some people might love the ridiculousness of it. When I look at it, I don't hate it, but at the same time, I'd rather not do it, because also, while putting it in, you could end up scratching the chrome on that if you're not being too careful with it. And for your size comparison, as Space Chicken, here it is with some other Transformers beasties with Grimlock and Beast Megatron, as well as the amazing Skylinks. Because it matches really well with Skylinks, color-wise. It's quite interesting. It's like they're related or something. And one final size comparison, because why not? We had to bring in a couple of Gigan here to celebrate the new Space Chicken Kaiju in town. And my final thoughts, we made it to the end. Oh my gosh, at the time of recording this ending, I have no idea how long this video is, so apologies. It felt like it was a long time. But it is well worth the journey, because this thing is phenomenal. I love the robot mode. I really like this Kaiju mode as well. It's really cool. It got better for me. When I first transformed it, I was just like, I don't know, but the more I played around with it, the more I really like it, especially when you put the effect parts in and you put it on the stand. It is pretty primo, but the robot mode for real is where it's at. That is like the ultimate Transformers super robot. Love it. I don't care that it's a Decepticon. It is just awesome. This is a much better toy than Star Saber was. I always say Star Saber. Victory Saber. Victory Saber had to do a lot of things. This didn't have to do as much, and I think it shows, and I think it's a lot better for it. Really, really cool. I really like it a lot. It is a high contender for the best thing of the year. I mean, I'm not gonna say it yet. We're still a couple of weeks away from the very end of the year. I go make my decisions right up to the end, but it coming out this late, and having this big of an impression on me, yeah, this is a good possibility. That it makes it for number one. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it's quite incredible, and there you go. Leave it at that. That is my video. Hope you liked it. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself for daily content, and let me help you diversify your collection with some space chicken kaiju. Till next time, peace out, peeps.